The message came at midnight, a short line that sliced through years of silence. "Don't come tomorrow. You'll ruin everything." For a moment, Maya just stared at the screen, her fingers trembling over the phone. It wasn't new, the rejection, the quiet exclusion, but this time it stung deeper. Her mother's birthday was always the one day she wished for belonging. But instead of tears, Maya smiled faintly. There were things they didn't know about her anymore. Not the nights of studying, the sleepless work, or the dreams she turned into reality. Maybe tomorrow, she thought, silence would speak louder than words ever could. Maya had grown up in a small town where her skin tone was a constant reminder that she didn't quite fit. Her father, born and raised in the town, had fair skin, while her mother, born overseas, carried features and warmth that drew whispers. For years, Maya had learned to shrink herself, to smile politely when relatives called her different, to fade behind the glow of her older brother, Ryan. Ryan was everything Maya was not: loud, charming, effortlessly accepted. Teachers adored him, neighbors praised him, and her father introduced him as the family's pride. Maya, on the other hand, was the quiet achiever, the one told to not make things uncomfortable. When she left for college, no one stopped her. Her father wished her well but never visited. Her mother's letters were quiet apologies written in soft ink, reminders that love could exist even when unspoken. Years passed and Maya built her life from the ground up. Scholarships, degrees, recognition in a world that once doubted her. But despite her success, that small-town rejection lingered like a scar that never healed. When she received Ryan's message, telling her not to attend their mother's 60th birthday, she understood the weight of it. Her success didn't erase her difference in their eyes. Yet deep inside she knew the truth. The distance they demanded would one day be the bridge they'd wish they never burned. The morning of the birthday dawned crisp and golden. Social media buzzed with photos of the event. The backyard strung with lights, the polished table settings, the carefully posed smiles. Maya scrolled through them quietly from her apartment window overlooking the city skyline. Her heart clenched, not from envy but from a familiar ache of being unseen. She'd once dreamed of that acceptance, but life had taught her to find peace elsewhere. While they toasted champagne, Maya prepared for something far greater. That evening she walked into a grand auditorium, her name emblazoned on a banner that read Humanitarian of the Year. For her work in bridging educational access between underrepresented students and top universities, Maya was receiving an award that symbolized everything her hometown told her she could never become. As the spotlight hit her face, she inhaled deeply. She thought of her mother's tired eyes, of the nights she whispered love through closed doors, afraid of conflict. She thought of Ryan, who believed success only counted when others approved. Maya's speech that night wasn't about revenge or recognition. It was about gratitude, for the pain that pushed her, for the rejection that refined her, for the silence that shaped her resilience. Unbeknownst to her, a friend of her mother's, who followed Maya's journey online, shared a live stream of the ceremony on Facebook. By morning, that video had found its way into the family group chat. Her mother's teary eyes lingered on the screen as Maya accepted her award with grace. Ryan froze as the audience rose in applause, the irony cutting sharper than any words Maya could have said. For once, Maya didn't have to defend herself. Her success had done all the speaking. Days later, Maya received a call. Her mother's voice trembled softly, breaking the silence of years. She didn't ask why Maya hadn't come. She simply said she'd watched the video, that she was proud, that she was sorry. Maya listened, her eyes wet but her heart steady. The ache of exclusion began to fade, replaced by a quiet understanding. Sometimes love arrives late, but when it does, it heals. Ryan never called. But through mutual friends, Maya heard the weight of his regret. How he tried to explain, how he said he didn't mean harm, that he just wanted peace at the party. But peace built on exclusion was never peace at all. Maya didn't need his apology. She had found her own closure. She had learned that dignity isn't given, it's claimed. That night she opened her journal, the same one she'd carried through college. On the first page she wrote, "They said my presence would ruin the celebration. But my absence revealed the truth. They never celebrated me to begin with. And yet I still learned how to shine." Months passed. Maya's name appeared in magazines, interviews, and university speeches. Her story became one of perseverance, a quiet anthem for anyone who'd ever been told to sit out, to stay silent, to shrink. Her mother eventually visited her city, nervous, apologetic, overwhelmed by the life her daughter had built. They walked along the harbor in silence, and though words were few, the air between them was lighter, full of beginnings instead of endings. Maya didn't hold grudges. She had learned that healing doesn't mean forgetting. It means refusing to let pain define your worth. As the sun dipped below the horizon, she finally smiled. The same girl who was once told not to show up had built a life people now showed up to witness. And while her family's acceptance came slowly, the world's recognition reminded her of something deeper. That success isn't loud or vengeful. It's quiet, dignified, and unstoppable. In the end, Maya's silence wasn't surrender. It was strength. Her success didn't scream for validation. It whispered truth into the hearts of those who had doubted her. And that whisper, in the end, echoed louder than any insult ever could.